In the early days of San Francisco, there was such a scarcity of females that young ladies were being snatched off the streets by women-hungry bachelors too impetuous for the preliminaries of courtship. To discourage these activities, a committee imported a number of girls of high moral standing from the East for the purpose of matrimony. They were allowed ample time for being courted, and each selected the man of her own choice. Most of the marriages were successful, fruitful, and even contributed to the building of a great state.
Home, sweet home.
Put me down. Is this where you expect me to live?
Oh, I know it ain't much, darling, but we can fix it up.
Don't you touch me!
But, Cora!
Don't you dare touch me!
What?
Leave me alone!
The Californians.
California, I've come to live where life is best. In the Golden West, I'm gonna strike it rich in California. California.
If I had the money, I'd hire a lawyer and sue you, Marshal Wayne.
Why, Cora, would you sue me?
Because you got me to San Francisco on false pretenses, that's why. That agent you sent back east to pick us girls made us believe that gold nuggets grew in the vines out here. He said I'd live a life of ease, servants, carriages, lots of fine clothes, and look at me. One dress to my name, and I earned that for myself before I left home.
Yes, well, I suppose our agent did overdo it a bit, but...
But nothing. And that man you picked for me, and I married. That Dolph Parker promised me the moon and handed me a hunk of green cheese. Well, you should see that mare's nest he lives in.
Most of the other women seem to be perfectly willing to face hardships for a new start in life.
And what's so new about hardships? I've been facing them ever since I can remember, and there's no future in it, believe me. I'm warning you, Marshal. I'm going to get the money for an annulment, and don't you dare try to stop me.
Hello, Dolph. How are you?
Pretty good, taking one thing with another.
Married life isn't easy, is it?
No, everything's fine. Oh, middling fair. Oh, well, tell the truth, Matt, I ain't hardly married none whatsoever, not to speak of, I ain't.
Cora left you, didn't she?
She hardly got her foot in the door when she kind of flew to pieces.
Why?
Said I told a pack of lies.
You mean you haven't seen her since?
No. Powerful fond of that gal, Matt. First time I saw her, all sweet and pearly and scared. Knew she was the only gal for me. You're my best friend, Matt. Help me find her. Maybe if I can explain about the Chinese box and the shiny future got planned for us, why, she'll come back.
Well, I guess that's what I get for being a matchmaker. I'll do whatever I can, Dolph. Cora, could I speak to you a minute?
Sure. Dolph sent you?
No, he didn't, but I'm here on account of him. Sit down.
Look, before you start this off, Soap, I want you to know that I hate all men, Dolph especially, and that goes for you, too.
Well, if you hate all men, why'd you get married?
It's none of your business, but I'm going to get an annulment.
But you can't do that. Dolph loves you.
Love. He wanted a woman to marry him, so he called it love and lied to get me. Promised me all sorts of things he could never give me.
Cora, he meant every word he said. If you'd waited until you got into his room, you'd have seen that Chinese box he keeps in his bureau. You might have understood.
What box? What's in it?
Ask Dolph.
If that's a trick to get me to go back to him, you're wasting your time.
Cora, when the committee brought you and the others out here, we assumed that you were respectable young ladies, and we promised your folks that we'd do our best to keep you that way. Who signed the papers permitting you to come out here?
My Aunt Mattie.
Your Aunt Mattie wouldn't exactly think your present occupation was respectable.
Where my Aunt Mattie comes from, a bar girl's a social butterfly.
You haven't had much fun, have you?
No, it's been one big picnic ever since my mother died and my father ran out on us. You know what it's like to look for work every day and never find it? And then to come home and hear your kid sister cry all night because she's hungry? Well, she's not hungry anymore. And now you understand why I hate men.
Well, if you give Dolph half a chance, he'll make you forget all that.
Can't forget it. And I'm through with Dolph. I'll go it alone.
Cora, if you run out on this marriage, a committee might send you back east.
Look, Marshal, why don't you just leave me alone? I'll earn my living as a bar girl. I'll keep out of trouble. Won't you believe that?
I believe it, but I might have trouble making the committee believe it.
Look, Steve. Steve, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, I heard.
I can't go back to New York, and I gotta get out of here real fast. Could you please lend me $100?
Sure.
Will you? Gee, thanks. I'll pay it back, I swear I will.
I know you will.
You men, you're all alike. I hate you!
Find Dolph's girl?
She's running drinks at the Peerless Saloon.
I'm not surprised. Circular from the New York police. Must have got out here on the boat after she came on.
Escaped New York prison for women at Mattawan. Good old Aunt Mattie.
She must have forged the paper she sent the committee.
Probably.
Well, there's always one bad apple in every barrel. When are you going to deport her?
I'm not sure I'm going to deport her. Stick around, Jim. I may be gone for a while. Dolph? Dolph! There. Easy. Who shot you, Dolph?
Accident. Cleaning my gun.
Cleaning a gun? In the dark? What gun?
I'm killed. I'm dying.
You're not gonna die.
Who says I ain't gonna die?
Your gold nugget. It stopped the bullet.
My lucky nugget. You always laugh about me being superstitious, Matt, but this proves I'm right.
Your ribs will be sore for a week. Now you're gonna tell me who shot you?
I don't know.
It was Cora, wasn't it?
Well, I didn't announce myself. Guess she thought I was a burglar. Scared her.
Where's that Chinese box of yours?
Ain't there?
No. I'll bet it's my fault. I told Cora about that box. You feel up to trying to find her?
Well, would kind of like to have word with her. Where'd you suppose she went?
Maybe we can find somebody who saw which way she went.
I'll come with you. But you'd better not put her in jail, Matt. Otherwise, you're gonna have a fight in your hands. She's still my wife. Cora, honey, don't be killed. You're gonna be fine.
Let's get her to the nearest ranch.
Well, Matt,
Mr. Morton,
is the lady sick?
got herself thrown out of the buggy. Could we take her to your ranch house?
Well, there's nobody there, but you're welcome to. The missus and me will be away for a week or more.
Fine. Where's the nearest doctor?
Dr. Jessup, he's right on my way. I'll get him out here in a hurry.
Thanks, Bob. Bedroom is in there.
Poor little thing. What do we do now, Matt?
Well, the usual procedure is to get the patient into bed.
But we ain't married that much. We ain't married hardly none whatsoever, not to speak of, we ain't.
Doctors say restrictive clothing is dangerous to a patient.
But what do I do if she wakes up?
Just say, hello, wifey dear. That'll take care of everything.
Where am I?
You were hurt, Cora. We borrowed somebody's ranch house. A doctor's on the way.
I don't want a doctor. I want to die.
Oh, now, don't you speak that way, honey.
Are you going to arrest me, Marshal? Oh, Dolph. Dolph, don't let him send me back to Aunt Mattie's. I couldn't stand it. Don't let him, Dolph.
Nobody's gonna send you away.
Oh, Dolph, honey. Please forgive me. I won't give you any more trouble. I'll be a good wife, you'll see. Please, Dolph, believe me, honey.
I believe you.
Hello.
In here, doctor.
I'm Dr. Jessup.
Doctor, you've got to help me.
That's what I'm here for.
You don't understand. My life's in danger, and yours, too. Those men are bandits. They've got a box full of stolen money. One of them says he's a marshal, and the other says he's my husband. They're holding me prisoner. Doctor, they're awfully bad men. Go get the sheriff. Doctor, please, please help me. Oh.
How is she, Doctor? How do you suppose? She's awfully sick. She needs to be quiet. Stay out, stay out.
Doctor, can she be moved?
No, by no means. I left some medicine with her. Don't touch her. Don't go near her.
Can't I even talk to her?
No, I forbid.
He sure was in a hurry.
Cora, what did you say to that doctor's got him so scared? What are you up to?
Matt, doctor said we was to leave her alone.
Well, he meant after we got her tucked snugly into bed. If you're not going to put this on her, I guess I'll have to do it.
Don't you dare touch me!
Cora, honey, you'd better go back to bed. Doctor said you was awful sick.
I'm not sick. I just had the wind knocked out of me, that's all. I am a little hungry.
So am I.
Same here.
What are you going to do about it, Cora?
Me? Nothing, you jackass.
Jackass? Well, now you have gone far enough. You get in there and rustle up some food for us to eat.
Me? Cook for you two? Huh. I'd rather starve first.
Get cooking. And make sure it's something good.
Matt, you sure it's the right way to handle a woman?
It's the right way to handle that woman.
You really like it?
The vet said grubs is left home.
It's a seasoning, you know. You gotta know just what to add. A bit of this and a pinch of that.
It is good, Cora.
Gee, thanks.
Who taught you to cook like this? Aunt Mattie?
Aunt Mattie, my eye. I hope you... Oh, both of you drop dead! planning on sending me back to San Francisco?
Tomorrow's time enough. You in a hurry?
No. Besides, I'm not so sure I'm going to be sent back anyway.
I think you will. Where's your husband?
Oh, he's doing the dishes. And besides, he's not my husband. At least he won't be for long.
Why not?
None of your business. Besides, if you have your way, you're going to send me back home, aren't you?
As a bar girl, yes. As a wife, I don't know. You were brought out here to be a wife.
You mean you're going to give me another chance?
I might.
And what's in it for you, Marshal?
I like Dolph. How about you?
He's a man. Like you. Like all the others.
The thing that's different is that he's in love with you.
Oh, please, will you stop trying to make me believe all that?
I'm going to make you believe it.
It's too late, not me. Think a girl hits the skids for nothing, just for the ride?
Doesn't have to be a permanent ride.
You're right. She finally stops and she hits the bottom.
She can climb back up.
I told you it's too late.
It's a pretty rough course that they give at Aunt Mattie's Academy for Wayward Ladies, isn't it, Cora?
Academy? What are you talking about?
Aunt Mattie wants you back there. Sent out a police bulletin for you.
How long have you known about me?
What difference does that make?
Does Dolph know I've been in prison?
Not yet.
You're not going to tell him, are you?
Why shouldn't I?
Well, you said if I was willing to stay married to
Are
Dolph...
you willing?
Well, anything's better than going back to that prison. Sure, I'm willing. But Dolph won't be, not when he finds out about me.
What makes you so sure?
Because he's a man. He'll drop me like a hot rock. Look, Marshal, can't you give me just one more chance? Don't tell Dolph about me. I'll cook for him. He liked my grub, didn't he? Now that's a fair exchange. Please don't tell him about me.
Cora, I want you to tell him.
Never.
Why?
I told you. Even a big dumb ox like Dolph couldn't stand the truth. It hurt too much.
You're wrong.
Please. Please don't tell him. Just give me another chance, Marshal.
All right. I'll give you another chance.
Promise?
I promise.
Dish is all done. My, sure enough a good cook, Cora.
Thank you, Dolph.
She's also good at breaking out of places, Dolph.
Huh?
Do you know who Aunt Mattie really is?
Liar.
Cora's aunt.
Aunt Mattie is what the graduates of Mattawan Prison for Women call their alma mater.
You promised me one more chance. Well, you're a rotten liar. That's what you are.
Easy, honey. Easy.
Cora didn't graduate from prison. She played hooky, and now they want her back to work out her diploma.
And you're going to see that I get back, aren't you? Oh, how I hate you.
I kind of hate you too, Matt, for telling me all this.
And the joke's on you, isn't it? You said you loved me. Now what do you think of your jailbird wife?
I think she's wonderful.
You mean what he just said doesn't make any difference to you?
No. Kind of makes me want you all the more.
Even after I shot you and...
Oh, I kind of scared you into shooting. I don't think you even knew it was me.
Well, I don't believe it. It's a trick. There's no man that good on the face of the earth.
You see, Cora doesn't believe there's such a thing as a man being decent and really loving a woman.
Of course I love you, honey. Don't you believe it?
If I really could believe it. What's the use? I'd never know whether it was you or the money in that box. Why didn't you just send me back?
Just cry all you want, Cora, baby, 'cause I'm gonna see you won't cry no more.
Now, don't you talk to me like that, Dolph Parker. Don't you dare make me like you. I'll only hate you for it. Does this big dumb ox really love me? Is that what you were trying to prove to me?
Simple, isn't it?
just never thought there'd be any man I could trust. Now all of a sudden I meet two of them.
All right, stay right where you are. Get his gun, Fred.
I suppose you have some sort of reason for this?
I have. I'm Sheriff Benton.
I'm Marshal Wayne from San Francisco.
The girl said he'd claim that.
Oh, no.
Abducting women isn't quite the right kind of job for a marshal, is it?
Abducting? Why, she's my wife.
She said he'd claim that, too.
I'm sorry. I lied.
Apparently you are the city marshal of San Francisco. But that doesn't clear you of the girl's charges.
But I didn't mean the things I said.
Oh, didn't you? Well, that's not a very nice thing for a young lady to do. Getting a busy sheriff out here on a wild goose chase. Suppose you come with me.
Why should she?
Because she's an escaped convict, that's why. I'm taking her back to San Mateo and sending her back to prison.
No, you're not, Sheriff.
Why should you be objecting to my locking her up? She's a criminal, isn't she?
That was in New York. In the first place, I don't think the courts in California would be interested in her. Do you disagree with that?
You got one good argument, Marshal. That gun in your hand. Now, I went to a lot of trouble to come out here. And I don't want to go back with nothing to show for it.
Sheriff, the girl said that box is full of stolen money.
Well, that could just be the argument I've been waiting for. What about this box, Marshal?
You got me, Sheriff. I know it was stolen. She stole it.
She did not. I give it to her.
Well, this is getting mighty interesting. Who's got the key to the box?
Open it, Dolph.
Why, there's nothing in it except a piece of paper.
This is Dolph's reward for saving the life of a Chinese holy man.
Can I read the Chinese writing in it? This box is blessed by the gods, and for him who believes, it will one day overflow with all things valuable and precious. Do you believe, Cora?
I don't know.
Dr. Jessup, the next time a pretty young girl comes to you with a tall tale, feed her some pills. And don't come yelling to me. Marshal Wayne? Yeah.
Sheriff, let's stay out of each other's territory, but come over to San Francisco for a visit.
I'll try to. Come on, Doc.
I guess you're right, Cora. Dolph is dumb. He really believes in that box.
I sure do. The day I got this, I met you, Cora. And it's already got something mighty precious in it, 'cause this here paper's our marriage certificate.
So you see, there's no money, only a dream.
Who cares about the money? I'm beginning to care about the dream. That is, if I don't have to go back to Aunt Mattie's.
Oh, I don't think Aunt Mattie would be interested in you anymore. You just earned your diploma.
Oh, thank you, Marshal. Thank you for everything. Oh, I've never felt like this in my whole life, Dolph.
California. Oh, I've traveled here, I've traveled there. I guess I've been most everywhere. But I like where I am today, and here is where I'll stay. Now, one thing I just can't endure is being broke and being poor. So I come west to take the cure, and here is where I'll stay. I've come to California, California. There's gold in them there hills in California. I've come to live where life is best, in the golden west. I'm gonna strike it rich in California.